Let's bring in MSNBC's chief legal correspondent, Ari Melber, and Nicolle Wallace. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, guys.
Lots to unpack here. I mean, let's just start with this extraordinary revelation from Director Comey that, yes, in fact, the Trump campaign is being investigated currently by the FBI for alleged ties to Russia. Put it in perspective. This is not something you hear every day.
This is the first time the FBI has ever confirmed it. Indeed, part of why they probably had to confirm it was President Trump's repeated statements, some of which were, of course, shot down. This is significant. It does not mean there's a fire of collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. That will be investigated, but there is enough smoke to have a federal inquiry. It's huge.
There were a lot of headlines yesterday. Savannah and I were talking before the show, though. There were two moments yesterday that really stood out to us. First is middle of the day. The official POTUS Twitter account sends out a tweet. So the White House sends out a tweet mischaracterizing something that Director Comey said during the morning session, to the point where Director Comey corrected them on that in the afternoon. They knew that the eyes and ears of the world and the media were on that session, and they tried it anyway.
You know, I was on the phone. We covered the hearings on our sister network. I know you guys were covering them over here. We were on the phone with the White House in real time, and in real time, they were denying what was coming out of their own officials' mouths. So this digging in on the wiretapping was described by two Trump confidants outside the White House as Trump paranoia, Trump delusions. He believes that perhaps the term of wiretap should be more broadly defined, but he is sticking by his guns. It was also described that he's just incapable of admitting when he's wrong, but I think he puts the rest of his cabinet in an incredibly precarious position. Secretaries of Defense have meetings with other countries' secretaries of defense, and now General Mattis, Secretary Mattis, is going to have to stand shoulder to shoulder with another country's defense secretary, and I'm certain he will be asked whether he believes the FBI director of the United States of America or the rather delusional president of the United States of America.
Well, the other item that came out that caught our attention was what we just saw in Peter's piece, where Sean Spicer, the White House press secretary, is now saying, well, General Flynn, he was just a volunteer in the campaign, like he was putting up yard signs or something. He later became national security advisor.
Right.
And then you have the talk of Paul Manafort, who Spicer says played a limited role. He was the campaign chairman.
We all know the facts. He really was booked on this show. We had him on the set in Cleveland. So here's their strategy. Their strategy is to now cleave off anyone that wasn't a paid staffer. This is a distinction they're drawing, again, in their minds, to separate out people who may be part of this investigation into Russian Trump camp ties.
Ari, let's talk. One of the things that the Republicans spent a lot of time talking about yesterday in that hearing was leaks and the damage that can be caused by leaks of classified information. And they have a real point on that. What, if anything, can the FBI do to plug those leaks?
They can absolutely investigate that. In a way, it was two hearings. Democrats asking about Russia, Republicans asking about leaks. Both are real issues. But we also know that presidents are wary of leak investigations because you don't know where they'll land. And a lot of honest and faithful people in the military intelligence services do talk to the press on and off the record. On the Trump campaign issue, I would flag for folks, we looked up the top 10 folks on the campaign in the general election. 7 of them were unpaid, including people like Jared Kushner and Steve Bannon. You don't have to be an expert Trumpologist to know.
So the label volunteer doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't cut ice, not politically, not legally, not financially.
But just to put a button on it, I mean, even if you are the biggest Trump fan in the world, you know the difference between true and false. So what is the strategy there?
They are betting that their folks are so committed to Trump's early success that they will pin all of this on the media and on perhaps now even the FBI director, although that's hard to imagine considering the arc of his campaign experience. But what I saw when I was out talking to Trump voters is that they love this controversial agenda. They are behind him 100% in his policy efforts in shaking up Washington. They are not comfortable when he strays so far into the wilderness and so far away from sort of establishment government agencies like the FBI.
So what you're saying is don't expect an apology from the White House on any of this anytime soon.
Don't hold your breath.
All right.
All right, Nicolle, thank you very much.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.